Ladies, gentlemen, and others, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, and let's have a damn good new year, because 2016, let's be honest, sucks. I am here to give you guys December 2016's episode of Weeb Nerd Loot and close out the year with what you guys are going to be seeing on this channel. Let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and start off with the nerd loot first. I do work at a movie theater and Rogue One came out this month. So at my movie theater, we did have a collectible combo thing for Rogue One. It's basically like popcorn tin. There were four like types of design, and this one's got the Empire or the Rebel Alliance on one side and the Empire on the other. So yeah, nice collectible tin here. Really don't want to ding that like I just did. And then the other two items on the combo were this nice little cup, has gin on the front, Rogue One, and then of course obligatory Coke branding. And then we had a little topper, goes on the lid. For this one I did get Jyn Erso. The day I bought it I couldn't find any more Darth Vaders. Apparently everyone wanted Darth Vader, so there you go. So this was one of the presents from my girlfriend. This is just a tumbler cup, but it's like Zelda branded. So I'm a super Zelda fan, so she basically got me that. I think this is Skyward Sword Link, I do believe. It's really cool and I love it. It's awesome. And I haven't used it yet, but I definitely will. This was my girlfriend's gift to me, and I should probably turn my monitor off because of the glare. Legend of Zelda TPHD Wolf Link Amiibo, and this is basically my girlfriend's present to me for Christmas. The best part about this is she didn't even realize that in addition to the Amiibo, it comes with the game. So now I basically have a copy of Twilight Princess HD, which I was meaning to buy anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have a Wii U, so it's sort of unfortunate, not really, because the Amiibo is going to have functionality in Breath of the Wild, so I'm really excited about that. Plus, this is my favorite Zelda. This is my favorite Zelda, guys. It's amazing. I love it. I do realize the lighting is kind of shit right here, but I am going to try and open the Amiibo for you guys, just so you guys can see it in all of its glorious splendor. Money shot. I'm watching a little too much iDubbbz. So now you can see it better. Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wolf Link Amiibo. I'm not actually going to open the Amiibo yet. I'm just going to keep it in that packaging, but you can actually see it this time, which is a very brilliant plus. Here we have Zelda Twilight Princess HD in its plastic, and here we have the Wolf Link Amiibo, and it actually looks, if you guys go ahead and look at it, my camera doesn't really do it justice, I don't think, but it's just flat out amazing. I love it. Best Legend of Zelda game I've ever played. Best companion ever, period. And finally, on the nerd side, we do have Dishonored the Corroded Man. I do have a bookmark in it. I've been reading it a little bit. So again, like, inspired by my girlfriend, but I went ahead and bought this because I'm actually a fan of the games. And it's a pretty decent read so far. It's basically directly before Dishonored 2. It's got Emily and Corvo, and it's actually really interesting, so there you go. Now, over on the anime side, here we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the plastic off of all of these. Oh, it's got that stupid thing on it. See, this one doesn't have that stupid, like, protector thing on it. It, like, protects the disc from being opened or whatever. Whoever made this fucking thing, like, this thing that, like, goes along the opening and like covers it, is freaking stupid. I really want to know who just like made the decision to say, oh, let's make Blu-rays like stupid to open. Was this really like a problem? Did Did this protective thing like really need to be put on fucking Blu-rays? For the anime side, we have No Game No Life. Now, this series aired back in, I do believe, spring 2014. It's about two basically hikikomori kids, incredibly smart, brilliant at games. So brilliant, in fact, that they can play 4 different games, different genres simultaneously and always win, completely undefeatable. They get transported into a world where literally everything is decided by games. Rules, laws, national borders, you name it. So it's a very cool story. And of course, licensed by Sentai Filmworks. And if I remember correctly, done by Studio Madhouse. The animation. This series is really amazing. It does have a light novel series and a manga. The light novel series, of course, being the original. It's a very, very good start to what could be a really, really good anime series. So these next 3 are basically a series, and I'm going to put this in its rightful place. So we have basically Higurashi When They Cry, first volume, first season, amazing horror series. Higurashi When They Cry Kai, second volume, second series, bam. And as Yumachi's Christmas present to me, When They Cry Rei, which is the 5-episode OVA that they had, I basically now have all 3, and this is honestly one of my favorite horror series of all time. Just because of like how in-depth it is. It's just, the first season is honestly terrifying, but without the second season, nothing in the first season makes sense, and then Higurashi Rei adds on to it a little bit. I am likely going to do a retrospective on these at a later date. So, on the manga side, we have Akame ga Kill, Volume 2, with mine on the cover. I've been meaning to get this for quite a while, ever since I started Akame ga Kill number 1, which was, I do believe, back in September. So I can definitely continue reading this. Then we have Future Diary 5, and 6. Why do you do this? So we have Future Diary 5 and Future Diary 6. I get to continue reading this as well, which is going to be amazing. So there you go. Pretty decent cover artworks too. I like it. And the last item for manga that I have today is the Psycho-Pass Inspector Shinya Kogami Volume 1. This is basically a prequel to the original Psycho-Pass. Basically how Kogami becomes an enforcer, so I'm very excited to read this one. And then the spine's just necessary information to life. So, now that all of that's out of the way, I just want to give you guys a quick rundown about what you guys are going to be seeing on this channel. I've had this idea in my head for a while now to create an anime-themed web show similar to Glass Reflections, similar to JonTron in terms of its structure. Just to clear up any questions that you guys may have, will this be strictly about anime? No. This is going to be basically... What's an example of a YouTuber that I can... Danny Chu. This is going to be similar to Danny Chu, and if you don't know who he is, go look him up. He's really good at what he does. But I still want to make it, you know, my own thing, and this is distracting. This bow is like really distracting on the camera. I'm moving back and forth and like I can see the blue shining on my head. It looks really weird. What you guys are gonna expect, anime reviews, yes. Anime discussion, yes. Japanese culture discussions, yes. Anything basically to do with Asian culture, and this is not limited to Japan. For example, I could do a segment on Japanese culture, I could do Vietnamese culture, I could do Asian culture as a whole, Chinese culture, Korean culture, South Korean, not North Korean because they're a little crazy up north. But basically what you guys can expect on this channel is what passes for comedy with me, as well as discussions on facets of Japanese culture, influences in anime, influences in media, really. That's basically what you're going to be seeing on this channel. Please do keep an open mind. This is my first time trying to do a production like this. So please, if you guys have any tips about how I can make the show better, if there's anything you guys would want me to talk about, if there's anything you guys would like to see, any anime you guys would like me to review. I'm not going to review all anime. If you guys do have any ideas for the show, please leave a concise comment down below. You can also reach me at Facebook and Twitter. And if you are so inclined, I'm looking at trying to get a website to host these as well. Make me look, professional, minus the bow. That'll be it for December 2016's Weeb Nerd Loot and channel updates. My name is Cypherial. This has been the Gaming Otaku. I hope you all had a pleasant year, despite the fact that 2016 is a steaming pile of garbage. And please do remember, if you guys want to support the show, show me some of that YouTube love. That's all I'm saying, man. That YouTube love is what keeps me going. I look so fucking stupid. I'm trying to be like serious and funny, and I have a bow on my head, and I'm wearing like a nice patterned shirt that I got for Christmas. So I'm just like, I look stupid.